So was there a player? So that's a physical thing, and that's a fear thing as a young player. But was there a player that whenever you played against him, he would always put one or a couple past you, and you thought he was your bogeyman, if you like?
It wasn't so much a bogeyman, but Dalglish.
Okay,
at Liverpool.
He was shit, weren't he?
Well, he was a shit player.
What a great player he was.
Is that what you call him?
Every time he got the ball, he was dangerous, wasn't
the thing with him was he did the unexpected.
Yeah,
he never did what he should do. You know, the sort of like rule book, if you like, went out the window. Yeah, and he did so many things that totally went. Well, hang on, why did he do that? You know, it was just something that you could never switch off with him.
Yeah,
and he was. I would have said that he was one of the cleverest forwards I'd ever played against.
Yeah,
but he was most dangerous in the 6-yard box and anything.
He was.
I mean, he scored against the winner. Well, Liverpool, Chelsea. And they won the league. Went on to win the league. That same game, 1-0.
Yeah,
and we thought we was holding him to 0-0. We thought no. And then out of the blue, bam! He turned on the sixth bench. Against Eddie, and that was it. And he did that. You know what I mean? He was that smart. And I said that every time. Anybody that was dangerous at Liverpool, I said, Kenny Dalglish. And people still, what? I said, I'm telling you, he was just dangerous.
It's funny his name coming up today because his name's never come up on our show as far as, you know, all the times I've been here. And he's one of them players. And you've both just said it.
Yeah.
And you've both played top level football, and you played against him. So he was a little bit special then, wasn't he?
He was very special. I think the thing with it, he wasn't physically threatening. No, because he was a small guy, great centre of balance. He was very quick.
Yeah.
And he just did things that were, you know, and you were amazed when he did them.
Yeah,
you know, and that is, to me, it's a great player.
You had the referees of today, guys. I mean, for you guys that played in that day, you had a referee from today reffing a game with your team from 1980 to a Spurs team today. Would there be any players left?
Be interesting with Bonzo, wouldn't it, Phil? Yeah. Be interesting whether he stayed on the pitch.
Well, Billy Bonds. I mean, one of my great mates at Chelsea is Chopper Harris. How many games would he play now? He'd be off. He'd have a red card every other game.
I learned my trade in that Southern League, and there were some tackles going from there where I thought I could avoid, where I thought I could jump over. Yeah. And sometimes I thought my speed, I'm going to get this ball, and I saw the tackle, bam, I was out. Yeah. And it was like, hold on, the person never even got booked, and I was like, what? Yeah. And today's tackling, you think, boy, the little taps at the behind, the little tap. I said, how could you be giving tackle cards for that?
And but you was up in them days, though, weren't you, Candice? Yeah, you didn't roll around.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
That was the learning curve because you took those knocks and quite easy got used to those knocks, even the knocks and the thighs and everything. You know what?
But it was quite shameful, wasn't it? Someone rolling around on the floor. It's quite shameful. If anything, you tried to show that nothing of that. People like Bonzi used to like run into a goalpost.
Would you got some sticks? It's sick. Bonzi is such a gentleman. I dug him. I met him one time at chat. He's such a gentleman. I couldn't believe he's such an hard nut. But when he was talking to me, he's so soft-centered.
It's when he crossed that white line. Seriously, I mean, they all said he'd kick his own granny because he didn't care.
No, seriously,
when he got across that pitch,
he changed.
I remember we played in a game and he got studs and he got a gash right across just under his hairline. Yeah. I mean, a huge gash, and there was blood all coming down his head. And he just went off. They took him off, and within 2 minutes he was back on, and he just had this big bandage around his head.
Do you know that rings a bell with me? That
he had a big bushy beard. You know, it was like he looked frightening.
Yeah, I remember that. He looked more like a rugby player.
Get him off.
Yeah.
Well, here's a question for you then, guys. You look at the game now and then. What's the positives you'd take out of our game today, and the positives you'd take out of your game? In the differences.
Good.
Well, so certainly the positives for me. I think we played as good a football as they do now. I don't think we played. The possession didn't matter so much in those days. You know, you went out to win a game. We never went out not to lose a game. Yeah. We went to win. We didn't go out there not to lose, which is what happens a lot today. Yeah. And the biggest positive, and I always get asked this, could you play in today's football?
Yeah.
And you look at those pitches.
Yeah.
I went and we did a football day at Watford. We went and did a football day at Watford on Monday, and they just played Manchester City on the Sunday.
Yeah.
Got beat 5. But we went on the pitch, they were on it, and I looked at it, and it was immaculate. Yeah. We never played on pitches like that.
Like
1st of August.
Yeah.
No, and you said that, Phil, because it's funny, because we got the pitches down at Cobham, and these are training pitches. And you remember we used to train at Harlow, and trust me, it was about the odd tree that was around with the bush, the wind that used to come at us. And then at Cobham, the pitch it's like a snooker table.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable smooth. The ball can just roll. So, and for me, when I was growing up, they said, if you can't play in this pitch, you can't play nowhere. Yeah. And that's the same what I see.
I think what's noticeable now,
Isn't
though, Phil, especially with goalkeepers, is that they're more inclined to come out and punch the ball than come out and save it.
Yeah, they don't try. Their first instinct is to punch it, not to catch it.
Yeah.
You know, whereas in ad, I think you always want it. If you couldn't catch it, you'd punch it.
I was going to punch was the last resort, wasn't it?
It was, get you out of trouble, sort of thing. But.
Yeah. And what do you think about the one of the things I've learned since being on the show really is about a goalkeeper now is expected to be, half a player to come out.
Supposed to be a sweeper now.
Come out
like
and play the ball.
Yeah.
And for me, just think that don't seem right. A goalie was a goalie, and to put that on someone because there've got to be some brilliant goalies out there, keepers, and exactly that's their job. They're a keeper. And if someone was a bit flamboyant and come out and done that, there was maybe one or two here and there. I remember who had that about them, and that was an unusual thing, and that was a good, that was a good thing. And sometimes it worked, sometimes they got lobbed. Yeah, and you go, you shouldn't have fucking done. It's always going to happen. Something's going to happen. And someone's going to punt it from the halfway line and leave them out of their area. But what do you think about a goalie being expected to be able to come out and and take on players and lay it off? And
well, I think it's become part of the game now. This is what a lot of the managers are looking for. Yeah. And to me, the goalkeeper's important job is you're still a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
You stop. It's great if you're an outfield player. You can hit everybody in the in the team from wherever you want. Yeah. But if you can't fucking catch the ball, you ain't got much of a goalkeeper.
No,
I mean that's to me is the most important thing. And I really look at some keepers. I mean, we mentioned what was it? Zed Bravo Victor, isn't it? From Manchester.
Bravo. Yeah.
What a keeper he is, isn't he? Yeah. I mean, Gordon Bennett. So for the first time I saw him play, I said, this guy is absolutely useless. So it was proved to be.
The continental game, I mean, people go on about your Barcelona and your Real Madrid, but if you dropped Real Madrid in, would they be going to Stoke on a Tuesday night thing? We're right up for this. You just can't see it, can you?
Even the Stoke players ain't up for it on a Tuesday night.
I always saw our keeper as our second captain. We had our captain, and that would be Patesy, but I saw Eddie, because when he took instruction, you could hear him. He'd instruct you. Whether it's a corner, he would direct you, he would instruct you. And I thought, and that was the second voice. Yeah. So I'd always had that as a second captain. That's how I keep him. If you ain't confident about your keeper, that was it. Yeah. That was a problem.
That's very true. The keeper used to call the shots, didn't they? As soon as you got anywhere near that area, the keeper would call the shots. Like go.
Was you very vocal?
Yeah. It was always in touch. I'd never rant and rave. So I like to see the goalkeepers just see him if anyone makes a mistake, because no one tries to make a mistake. They don't go out there. Yeah. So I'd never rant and rave at them and try and make them look small. I would tell them, I'd try and help them as much as you want, and then. If you're coming out.
And at your time at QPR, did you think you was going to live your days out there, or how did West Ham end up coming in for you?
Yeah, I did really, because I'd been there 9 years, and
nearly testimonial time.
When did you start? Sorry, at West Ham, because I
actually played. It was really funny, but I played league football in 4 decades. I signed in 1969, and I ended up in 1990. I played my last game.
Talk about your move to West Ham. What happened then?
Let's talk West Ham. Let's talk about
Rich's favourite subject.
Let's talk proper team.
Let's start with when we beat Spurs a couple of weeks ago. 1-0.
That's
always a favourite. Yeah.
We could talk about when we
beat Chelsea in the League Cup as well. It's been a truly miserable season apart from that. But
I can go one better than the 1-0 when we won 4-0 at White Hart Lane.
David
Cross scored all 4 goals. And I got the match ball. Ball at home because the season before, I think he scored 4 goals again up at Grimsby. We went up to Grimsby. They hadn't lost in the league all season. We went up and we beat them 5-1, and he got 4 of them. And I got 2 little things, souvenirs from that day. Was obviously I got a little 5 signed by him because he was John. This is how he goes. 25 quid. John Lyle bet him if he scored 25 goals.
Oh,
He said,
yeah.
you get 25 goals.
Yeah.
I'll get this 25 quid for you. So he was on 24.
That's proper,
proper gambling there.
Yeah,
They'd
yeah.
go well in here, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
But he turned around and went, he said to Crossy heard about that, and he said, Crossy went, anybody who gives me, that lays the ball on for me 25th goal is going to get a fiver of that. So
Right.
anyway, so halfway through the game, boom, I've launched one. It's bounced one, it's gone over the centre half's head, and he's gone round and put it in the net.
Oh,
And
brilliant.
he'd come up and he told me that. And he got the ball, and I said to him, I said, I'm never ever going to get a match ball. You know, I
Right.
said, when I was at QPR, Stan Bowles promised me, Bowlesy promised me the next hat-trick he got, he was going to give me the ball.
Yeah.
And Crossy went, well, he said, I promise you now, he said, the next hat-trick I get, I'll
Yeah.
give you the ball.
Yeah.
And so that was the end of that season. First 2 or 3 games, we were Tottenham,
Brilliant.
and he scores 4.
Brilliant.
He broke his heart to give me that ball because
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
he
of
scored
course.
4 goals at
No,
once.
no.
He could have
Yeah.
scored another 4 as well.
breaks
It
my
was
heart to hear
unbelievable.
about it.
But no,
it's
I
just
forgot about that. I just
Who
remember
was
seeing
who was the best West Ham team? Who was the best West Ham team you'd say you played with? You know, if you had to call it, who would be your West Ham?
Between the two, obviously, would be the 80 side or the 86 side when we come third in the league. But for me, I think that side in the 80 Cup final, I think was certainly the best side I've played in.
Okay.
And I think let's put it this way, had the board backed John Lyle, and he could have gone out and signed some players, because we didn't have a big squad.
No.
We hardly used any players. I mean,
Yeah.
14, 15 players in a season, you know.
And
Now-
in the second division then.
and that was in the second division, you know.
Yeah.
So I think had he been able to sign some sort of
Cream, yeah.
some bigger names and some
Yeah.
bit more quality,
Yeah.
that side would have won the league at some
Yeah.
point in that early 80s, because
Yeah.
they were good.
Yeah.
And
Not
then
a patch on the current side, though, Phil, are they? It's,
Oh no,
Jonathan Chilieri and Gockentor and some of the greats.
I
That
can't
sounds
even
like something
pronounce
you'd have
half
at a
their
Mexican
names.
meal.
I
Yeah.
know. Yeah, I honestly don't even know who plays for West Ham half the time.
Did you go into that cup final though thinking we're going to win this?
Yes, believe me, the only people that really believed that we were going to win it was ourselves. I think every West Ham fan thought that, well, yeah, we're playing Arsenal, and Arsenal were a top side then. I mean, top side. The week
You
after
were
that,
massive underdogs, weren't
oh yeah, the week after that, they went and played on the Wednesday. They played in the Cup Winners' Cup final, and
Who did
unfortunately, they lost
Arsenal
that.
have
Was a,
that time?
in
Who
the
did Arsenal-
team.
Yeah.
There's Alan Sunderland up front. There was Willie Young at the back. Big Pat in
Big
goal.
Pat.
Yeah. They had Liam Brady
Yeah.
and Rixie. Graham
Yeah.
Ricks, you know, so they had
David
some
O'Leary.
really-
Yeah, they
David
had a team.
O'Leary. Yeah, they had a really
Yeah.
quality side, and we were the biggest underdogs for a long time. But we had the belief that we knew that we were a good side.
Yeah.
And every West Ham fan wanted us to win it, but really deep down they were thinking, well, it's maybe a step too far.
We was all out on the streets when you come back with that, weren't
That was brilliant.
Yeah.
That was one of the most memorable days in
Yeah.
my life. That when we went all the way around the East End.
we? Yeah,
with the
because
car.
that's my manor. That's where my mum still lives. She lives at East Ham, so
Oh,
she's
yeah.
literally like 2 minutes from
from the town hall.
she's 2 minutes from the old